And we're underway from the Breslin Center in East Lansing. A.J. Hoggard is the point guard in his junior season now. Walker coming off a 21-point game, had 16 in the first half against Nebraska. Sissoko has it stripped out of his hands, and here come the Wolverines.
You get a lot of that pick and roll up top with Tyson Walker trying to involve Hunter Dickinson in it, but that time well played by Michigan defensively.
Michigan beat Penn State 79-69 Wednesday in Ann Arbor, and the first basket goes down for the big man, Hunter Dickinson. Hauser steps into a three. McDaniel, the point guard for Michigan, pulls up way short. He missed practice yesterday. Needed to get some fluids in his body. Said he's okay, though, for this afternoon's contest. There's a pick and roll. Walker, Northeastern transfer, taken out of his hands by McDaniel. Now Jet Howard, the son of Juwan Howard, five-star prospect.
Long, athletic, gifted, growing as a player, has a chance to be really special.
Mady Sissoko, the Mali international player. Hoggard deep, in and out.
I like the shot that time. Hoggard didn't hesitate once he came off the screen, because he was wide open before in his career. He would. He right now has a lot of confidence in the outside jump shot.
Here's Dickinson going to work. Halfway down, pops out, snatched down by Hauser. Walker, pull up J, deep, good. And the Spartans are on the board. Folks, one of the great atmospheres in all of college basketball. Nothing better than Izzo in full bloom. Howard. Off the glass, no. Dickinson taps it to himself. Fights for it.
Because early in this game, it hasn't been a double team yet on Hunter Dickinson. Tom Izzo doesn't want to give up some open threes, but he will mix that defense. So we're going to keep an eye on how Michigan State guards him inside.
Dickinson averaging 24 points in his last two games. Working on Hauser now. Draws a double. McDaniel on the hop, in the lane. Batted out, Hoggard leads a charge. They swing it, Walker. That ball touching the top of the backboard and out of bounds. For Michigan, they're second nationally behind Penn State in fewest turnovers per game at 9.1.
And actually, if you look at Michigan State this year, they've done a much better job of protecting the rock as well, guys.
Michigan State on the season, 10.9 turnovers per game. Now Walker, two to shoot, inside, nice deal. Oh, Sissoko, and he won't get it off in time. Here's Howard. So talented, straightaway Jay. Kill. Jet. Howard.
At 6'8", playing the guard position with a beautiful stroke. And he proved himself. He was able to earn a starting lineup position.
Hall. Battling a foot injury on the baseline. Jump hook, no. Gets his own rebound, lost it. McDaniel comes out with the basketball. This kid, Doug McDaniel, fun to watch, folks.
Tough-minded young man.
Howard again. Hoggard. Nice no-look pass. Sissoko inside. And he traveled. Back to live action. Howard strip. Hall in the front court. Straight down the lane on the Euro, lost it out of bounds, and it's Michigan basketball.
And good hustle that time by Jet Howard. He turned it over, but
Michigan just 3 turnovers in their last game, 3 already today. Dickinson. Buffkin, 8 to shoot. Pulls up from 15 off the heel. And Sissoko with a rebound.
Excellent one-on-one defense that time by Hoggard, but also Joey Hauser kind of stepping in, taking away the drive at the free throw line.
Michigan State starting this game 1 for 6 from the field. Seven to shoot. Akins pulls up off the bounce. Brick. Looks like both these teams just trying to find a rhythm.
They're going to calm themselves down a little bit. The excitement, the adrenaline rush. Right now it's rushing things, but that's a beautiful pass that time by Hunter Dickerson. But Jet Howard not able to knock it in. But that's the pass you want if you're Michigan, but that's the pass you got to take away if you're Michigan State.
Michigan shooting 22%. Michigan State 14%. Sissoko once again at point-blank range, can't finish.
Those are the baskets, the tough ones in traffic. Tough twos we talk about that you got to have, Gus.
Terrence Williams pulls up, and finally one goes down. Wolverines take a 7-3 lead. Hoggard. Akins, nice catch. Baseline, Hauser needs to hit it. Air ball, McDaniel the other way. He's got Buffkin.
And you rarely see that from Joey. He shoots about 48% from behind the three-point line. Beautiful post move that time. Not able to finish, a little short on that jump hook by Dickinson.
Hoggard, nice spin. And Michigan State 7-5.
Beautiful move by Hoggard in traffic. Again, Michigan State, Gus, as you know, they love to get out in transition.
Dickinson been working on that long-range jump shot. Off the mark, ball squirts into the corner. And picked up Hoggard. Hall exploding, cut off by Jet Howard. Hoggard, pick and roll. Lobs it, Sissoko! That's how you finish at the rim. And we're level at 7. Timeout, Wolverines. And listen to this crowd.
That's why he's so much more assertive when it comes to turning the basketball over.
Coach Izzo referring to the Spartans not making shots. They're 3 of 11 to start this game. 12-10 to go. Buffkin, yo-yos. Feeds the post. Here's Jace Howard, jump hook, way short. Pierre Brooks in the game now. He's a shooter for Michigan State. Number 1, keep your eye on in white. Here he is. Jackson Kohler also in. Sets the screen. Walker in and out dribble to the cup off the window. And goes down. Nicely done.
Use that lefty off the board.
Tyson Walker with 5. Buffkin turns the corner and he's fouled. Buffkin. And a whistle away from the basketball.
6th game that Tom Izzo has been able to have a full complement of his lineup. They were 3-1 early in the season with it.
Williams, baseline turn, tough shot. Hauser grabs it. Walker on the move in the front court.
That's good defense by Akins, not allowing Williams to get comfortable.
Akins. Spartans take a 12-7 lead on a 9-0 run. Largest lead of the game now for Michigan State. but it's their defense that's leading the way.
It is. Staunch defense, play without fouling, but you see the offense has loosened up after that conversation Tom had with his team during the timeout.
Taurus Reed gets to the basket and one. Thinking about it. Meanwhile, Reed, I tell you, this kid has an incredible body and such a tremendous upside.
And like with any freshman, it's just a matter of the game slowing down, understanding how to play defense without fouling. The physical attributes are all there. It's just learning the game at this level.
Walker baseline pull up, short, contested, out of bounds. Joey Baker also in for Michigan. He wears number 15.
And keep your eye on Joey Baker because he can shoot the ball with confidence and with depth.
Walker gets a hand on it. Jet Howard shows his versatility. McDaniel now. McDaniel on the baseline, 6 to shoot.
Offense.
And an offensive foul. Right now, Michigan looks totally out of sync.
That being Tyson Walker.
And McDaniel picked up his second foul. Spartans up by a deuce, under 10 to play. Akins, hard jab step. Brooks looking for any kind of daylight to get that jump shot going. Walker crosses over. 7 to shoot. Akins, hesitation to the hole, off the glass, no. Batted around and picked up by Baker.
And that's good individual defense that time by Michigan, in particular Baker. And Tyson Walker had him kind of on the island a little bit.
Barnes. Sissoko on the box with Dickinson. Good matchup here. Brooks, deep. It's like a lid on the basket for both these teams.
It is, and that's what Michigan State is missing at this point, is a safety valve, a post player that you can dump it down to be able to get some tough twos in the lane. Sissoko is just not yet comfortable offensively to kind of be that guy.
And foul up top. Buffkin. Howard dumps it down. Dickinson, nice.
How about
pass by Jet Howard.
How about the play called up, drawn up? Empty corner, able to have a two-man game with Jet and Dickinson.
Top of the key, Walker. Baker with the box out. Hoggard. In and out. Almost lost his feet. Akins. 8 to shoot. Baseline. Cut off by Howard. Hall. 3. Down the lane. Teardrop. Short. Batted it up. Loose. Baker with the board.
Malik Hall is still trying to find his rhythm. He had some good shots.
And an offensive foul on Jet Howard.
And not allow themselves to get caught up in the emotion part of it. Can walk out of this thing with a dub.
Hauser back in the game now for the Spartans. 7:30 to go. Hauser down the lane, 15-footer. Got it. And a foul call. Looks like away from the basketball. And that's what you want to see from Joey Hauser.
Well, he's being a little bit more selfish, meaning looking for a shot this year. And Michigan both shooting 27%, but they had open looks.
Malik Hall. Baseline turns. Upward. And goes down. They need him.
Well, smart play that time by Tom Izzo to get Malik in the comfort zone on the block. He likes being on the left side of the block too, but that time took his time against Baker, backed him down, turned baseline, nice little shot.
Missed a month of action with an injured foot. Now Dickinson needs to get into the act. Been drawn a double team. Big jump shot. Baker, long rebound picked up by the Spartans. Hoggard trying to get down the lane, cut off. Buffkin doing a nice job getting back on defense. Sissoko, wide open.
He ain't taking that, Gus.
Skip pass, Hauser, 4 to shoot. In the corner, Walker with a look. And a shot clock violation on the air ball.
But he'll be just fine as he gets a little bit more reps under his belt.
Keep in mind, Michigan averages 77 points a game. Michigan State 71 points a game. Dickinson, no. Hall again, same spot, weaving. And an offensive foul as he hooked his. Baker again. Hoggard in transition. Hauser across the lane. Partially deflected by Williams. Michigan has it. Defense, 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 folks.
And Michigan is doing a really good job of getting back in their transition defense, not allowing Michigan State to get a peek at something easy when they get 2 feet in the lane.
Barnes backs it up. 5:14 to play first half. 10 to shoot for the Wolverines. Buffkin turns the corner, gets to the hole and lays it in.
Wow. When you don't stop the dribble or discontinue it as a player, able to turn the baseline, and Kohler just didn't have those puppies moving fast enough to take it away.
Hoggard thought about it. Down the lane. Rejected by Dickinson. Williams leaves it. Baker. He's missed 3 in a row from the same spot. Hall down the lane, reverse layup goes down. Malik Hall. 16-14. Spartans. 4 points for Hall.
When you take a long jump shot like that in transition, your defensive transition won't be balanced for Michigan. Hall able to take advantage of it with the reverse layup.
Now Buffkin lost it on the way up. Hoggard. Spartans with numbers in the corner. Hall rise and fire. And hits. Hall off the bench. Game high 7 points. Michigan State up 19-14. Dickinson wants it on the box. Power dribble, strip. Hoggard picked his pocket. Here comes Hoggard. Kicks it. Hall again. Heat check.
Leaning that time. Malik Hall, it was not balanced whatsoever on that shot. Hence, when you lean forward, a little too much mustard on it, missed it wide right.
Williams. And a travel.
Just don't understand, like, you can go through your therapy and rehab, but how it reacts when you're going full speed is a whole different story. Now, Juwan Howard makes the adjustment, a little 2-3 zone coming out of the timeout.
Hauser, corner, Brooks. And he short-armed that one out of bounds.
Compared to now, and these are wide open shots. Hauser missed one, and that time Brooks wide open, left them both short.
2:52 to play. Not a good pass by Buffkin.
Now Terrence Williams should have come up a little bit, but Buffkin.
Michigan with 8 turnovers versus only 6 field goals. Hoggard. Drives baseline, gets there, hangs, and he'll go to the line. So A.J. Hoggard going to the line, and this will be the first trip for Michigan State at the free throw line. Jet Howard picked up his second. And Hoggard gets a pair. Largest lead of the game now for Michigan State, 21-14. Both these teams, folks, grinding it out. Terrence Williams hands it off. Buffkin. Now Reed muscles his way inside, gets it up and lays it in.
Yes, you called it. The talent for this young man, the upside is tremendous. Patience needs to be withheld within the Michigan organization, but right there, an excellent move inside and soft touch.
Hauser. Got it. Joey Hauser's brother plays for the Boston Celtics. Just signed a new 3-year contract. Sam Hauser. Let's see if they continue to feed Reed. He's got 5 points and just miscommunication there for Michigan.
These possessions are at a premium when you're not shooting one. You can't turn the basketball over, and especially unforced turnovers.
Michigan State on a 10-2 run. Hoggard has done a nice job orchestrating. Aikens drives. And a hand-checking foul coming up against the Wolverines.
Foul on number 11, Isaiah Barnes.
From Farmington, Michigan. Closing in on a minute here in the first half. Buffkin trying to create. And a foul coming up against Michigan State. That'll be hand checking on Aikens. Kobe Buffkin from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Sophomore. First free throw good at 14 against Penn State in their win on Wednesday. Former McDonald's All-America. And he gets a pair.
Michigan now 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Keep in mind they shoot 68%, so taking care of their business when they get there early in this game.
Walker. Hoggard. On a switch. Hall in the lane. Strip. They kick it out. Buffkin trying to get there. Euro step. Left hand. No. Knocked out a play. And it's Spartans basketball.
An actually really good move by Buffkin.
When you played, you guys didn't really do that.
No, it'd be a travel. But, you know, it was some guys that did it, but you just didn't see it as frequently as you do in the league right now because of the impact of more European players.
That move should be named Manu Ginobili. And already with 9 turnovers, they average 9. Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 8. Hoggard pick and roll with Hauser. He pops. Here's Walker on the screen. Down the lane, rejected by Williams. Out of bounds, and still Michigan. Oh, a foul call. So Hall goes to the line. He's at 86% free throw shooter.
1 and 1. He gets the bonus.
All Big Ten honorable mention last year. Gets both. Now get back on defense, and he's limping noticeably, and that's the end of the first half. All right, so we start the second half. Spartans with the basketball. Aikens, Walker, Hoggard, Hauser, Sissoko. And Hoggard almost had it taken away down the lane. The kick, Walker wide open. Offensive rebound. Michigan State, new shot clock. Hoggard steps into a jam and rattles it home.
A little 2-3 zone defense coming out of the half. Kind of rattled Michigan State, but one of the issues and challenges you have when the ball goes up, if you don't find the body in space, you get an offensive rebound. Michigan State able to capitalize early on.
30-18. Spartans off to a good start here in the second half. Dickinson, he's really got to get into the act. He needs some space. They keep doubling him. 2 to shoot. Deep jump shot, McDaniel. And out of bounds.
You tend to help, 1 for 10 from the three-point line. You tend to help a little bit more, and you crowd the space of Hunter Dickinson.
Largest lead of the game for the Spartans. Hauser off a screen. Boom. Michigan 3-0 in conference play.
He's not a post player who's going to step out and shoot threes and put it on the deck. So he's reliant on his co-workers, so to speak, to be able to knock down some long jump shots to give him space.
Here's McDaniel. Inside, Dickinson this time close to the basket, and he'll bank it in.
And that time, the movement of Michigan off the pick and roll gave Dickinson the space he needed to clear, catch, and finish.
Hoggard. Inside, Sissoko, and he missed the jam.
Sissoko wasn't on balance when he rolled to the basket. That caused him not to be able to explode up in the air, Gus, to finish that, because it was an easy layup for him inside or dunk.
Dickinson now with Sissoko. Nice cutter. Williams off the window. No, but a foul.
That he has a little freedom of movement. Little miscommunication that time on Michigan State. On the pick and roll, Dickinson able to get the easiest two of the night.
Another terrific high school in the D.C. area. Had 8 points on Wednesday against Penn State. This is the second. Hoggard. Hauser now. Backing his way in on Williams across the lane. Elevates lefty, no. Out of bounds, and it's Michigan basketball.
Good defense that time by Williams. A little horn set offense by Michigan State. Hauser negated that shot inside by Hauser.
28% shooting for the Wolverines. Inside, Dickinson. Nice pass. And Dickinson with the finish.
But again, it's the movement side to side that allowed Dickinson to get himself sealed deep in the lane. An excellent pass by Williams. And again, it's the finish with the right-hand jump hook.
Dickinson with 8 points on 4 of 8 shooting. He needs more touches. Hoggard. He's got that ball on a string. Driving to the hole. And hits. I like this kid's game.
It's his confidence. He got a little swag about his offensive capabilities, more so than he's had in the past, in particular last year. And you saw it on that last exchange with Buffkin.
He's got 9 points and 5 assists. Here he is again. Hauser drives. Now he'll peel it back. 10 to shoot. Hoggard. Inside, Sissoko couldn't hang on, out of bounds. Dickinson wants it again. Inside, nice catch, jump hook strong. Akins. Spartans trying to pick up the pace here, 34-23. Holloman. Walker. He's got to hurry. He's got Dickinson on him. Takes him down low. Off and in. Oh, what a scoop. Tyson Walker. 7 points now. Michigan State up 36-23. Dickinson. Turns baseline this time. Underneath. Gets his own rebound. Fighting and a foul.
That was I. So many great players, man. I grew up.
And this young man's trying to be a great player at Michigan as well. Jett Howard, that's 2 T's, folks.
Yeah, he'll get it. I mean, he has the body, he has the pedigree. It's just going to get the reps, man, for him.
Hauser a 3. And Dickinson will tap it to Jett Howard.
Yeah, smart play by Dickinson. He couldn't get it on Kohler, but he knew if he tapped it out to Jet, they would be able to retain that possession.
Here's that double team now. Skip pass deep in the corner. Buffkin. Holloman the other way. Driving and kicking. That's the philosophy of the Spartans right now. Hall in the game now after twisting his ankle in the first half. There's a jump hook off the glass and in. Malik Hall, what an addition.
Yeah, got smart play. The reason why he turned down the jump shot and he used his body to shoot over the smaller, I think it was McDaniels on that.
He's got a game high 11 points. Dickinson now out of bounds.
But just a little too late to the party as Malik already elevated right there. Soft touch off the glass. And on the opposite end, excellent defense of digging the ball out, forcing a little deflection out of Dickinson's hands.
Ankle looking good now. Howard. 4 to shoot. Dickinson, quick turn off the glass. No, batted around. Spartans have it. Hall, cross court, Hoggard. Drives baseline, gets to the bucket, reverse layup short. McDaniel. In the corner, Buffkin missed his last one there. Now he drives. Hall, cut off, keeps his pivot foot alive. 7 to shoot. Hoggard lost an edge, tied up. Buffkin takes it away, and the possession arrow favors the Wolverines.
Good defensive stop.
Reed back in the game. Put up some good numbers in the first half for Michigan. Here he is, bumping and grinding, and a whistle and foul. He had 5 points off the bench in the first half. Mady Sissoko with the foul. Reed has shot 50% or better in his last 3 games. Jet Howard looking, crosses over. Buffkin still can't get one to fall. Michigan's getting great looks as well, Jim.
Good, great looks. And you can't again. Are you getting the shots within your offense that you're accustomed to getting? The answer for both teams is yes. It's just that neither are able to find the bottom of the rim at a high consistency.
Buffkin 1 for 7 from the field. Here's Hall, pogo stick, no. Akins with the rebound in the corner, and the weak side rebound goes to Jet Howard. Here's Jet, driving, up. That's 2 T's, folks. Jet Howard, 8 points, 38-28, Michigan cutting it to 10.
Cutting it to 10. Now Juwan Howard falls back into one little 1-2-2 zone or a 2-3 zone.
How do you want to break this if you're
Michigan State? Your offense like it is a man. You extreme the top, and now you're going to get an open jump shot.
Now Hoggard extended.
Yeah, because if you pull that, you have Hunter Dickinson in the middle of the lane. He can't come up. So if you can screen the elbows, now you have an opportunity to get to 15 feet or even get 2 feet in the paint.
40-28. Can Michigan get back into this game? They're undefeated in the conference, and Reed is fouled by Sissoko. Perfect choice to replace such a terrific coach like John Beilein. What a great teacher, Coach Beilein, now with the Detroit Pistons as an advisor. Baker gets there, lost. It out of bounds. Wow, that's a lot of contact down there, Jimmy.
It was, especially after the ball
Physical game, defensive game, prime time, folks, on Fox. Baker still can't hit a shot. Walker creates space on McDaniel. Hauser popping out, looking for Sissoko inside. Hoggard, he's been sensational. Cross court, Walker touch pass, Hauser rises. There's the first stop for Michigan. Juwan Howard said he needs 3 straight. They've got to score on the other end.
Good point, Gus.
Reed and a blocking foul on the baseline on Sissoko. His third.
To your point, you get the stop. Now you got to be in a situation where you can score the basketball. And Sissoko just a little bit tardy.
9:45 to play, 40-28. Jet Howard. 5 to shoot. Got to hurry. Howard, top of the arc. Ball batted up. Reed with a nice rebound. Creates space. Michigan has an eye on him already. McDaniel down the lane, the floater. Couldn't turn his shoulders in midair. Hoggard. Now Hauser driving. Lays it off.
Hauser would have been better shooting that shot. Cheddar was right there inside, but you know what? The man of the hour, the man of the afternoon. A.J. Hoggard, 13 points right now, but just when you need something positive, he's been able to give it to you with the 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Only 1 TO. Drop a couple steals in there, Gus.
Great stat line for Hoggard. Now Reed. Baseline, drop step, gets it up off the glass. No, well defended by Carson Cooper. And Reed commits the foul.
Michigan is better when the ball is moving quickly offensively, where they can get some cleaner looks versus this Michigan State defense.
I mean, think about some of the point guards at Michigan State. Obviously, the legend Magic Johnson, Mateen Cleaves, Cassius Winston, Jalen Lucas. He was wonderful.
Oh, yes.
Inside.
Can't forget Smitty.
And Smitty.
It's Michigan basketball.
These are the kind of games in conference play that you got to figure out how to win. On the road, a tough opponent. You're not shooting the ball well.
Will Cheddar in the game.
Will Cheddar.
That's a beautiful move right there, guys. Great footwork by Cheddar.
Howard looking for something. Hoggard. His confidence growing. 7:42 to go. Buffkin gets there off the glass and in. Down to 10.
And 2 defensive stops in a row and 2 offensive positive possessions. Did he get one more?
Michigan State, keep in mind, they've had some trouble closing out games this season. Walker in traffic. Oh, my goodness. Tyson Walker, the Northeastern transfer from Long Island, New York, 9 points. He had 21 in his last game, 16 in the first half against Nebraska. Dickinson, no call, off the glass, good.
A flop warning. A flop, great no call that time by the official. It's a flop warning on Cooper. By him taking the back seat a little bit, but now he's assumed that position fully and doing an excellent job with it.
Michigan State is led by as many as 14 points. Can Michigan reel them in? That's a question. And a whistle, foul on Sissoko.
He's moving that time. He wanted to get Tyson Walker to come back off the weak side, off the downstream. That's the 4th foul on Sissoko. And Tom Izzo has to get him out the game. Why? Because he needs him the last 3 minutes of this game to guard Dickinson one-on-one. So Kohler now is going to come in. So look, maybe Diggs on the post and double teams if Dickinson does get it.
Kohler comes in to replace him. 6:37 to play. 44-35. Buffkin, the McDonald's All-American. Dickinson, got it.
I tell you what, Gus, Dickinson directed traffic that whole play. He wanted that pick and roll because he knew that he could float and spread and roll and get the open jump shot. So excellent recognition that time by Dickinson.
Dickinson with the team high 12. Holloman. Walker pops out in the corner, contested. Against the roll. Tyson Walker coming up with some big shots. He has 12. And this is the kind of grinded out game, folks, where every bucket is big. Bucket trying to answer. And a foul inside against the Spartans. 8th team foul against Michigan State. 1-1 right now. Cheddar missing the front end, out of bounds. And Michigan will hold on. They play on. Howard. The kick. Cheddar. Holloman going up high for the rebound. Spartans will slow it down a bit here. And Cheddar will be called for the foul on Hall. Williams ready to check in. Top of the arc, Hauser straight away. McDaniel pushing it. They find Dickinson, the trailer, and he'll knock it down.
The layup inside, 10 points, 10 of his 14 this half.
As Hubie Brown would say, the secondary break. Holloman. Baseline, Buffkin driving, gets there, and lays it in. 47-41, Michigan within 6. And a timeout called by Tom Izzo and the Spartans. Dickinson in the second half, 10 points and 4 rebounds. Now Hoggard. He's been the straw to stir the drink, along with Malik Hall. And a foul on the baseline.
Guess this thing is going to come down to, I think, 4 or 5 losses this year, because the conference is deep, like Tom Izzo said, but at the top is not great.
Michigan, this is the closest they've been since the score was 20-14. Jett Howard almost lost it, and a reach-in foul coming up.
He could have very easily called a tech, but wow, he understands that he didn't really mean that in that sense.
So at the line, 2 T's.
And watching both now play at a high level at Michigan means I'm old. That's basically what it means. That's what it means.
10 points for Howard. 47-43. Let's see if Michigan State tightens up on offense. They need to continue to score. Aikens working up, no, batted out by Hauser. Hoggard, skip pass, Howe. 15-footer, got it. Malik Hall has been sensational off the bench.
How about the extra possession, Gus? You talked about things being important. Not securing that defensive rebound, the intelligent play for Malik Hall not to just settle for a 3 and take the 15-footer. Add some more points to the board for Michigan State.
Hall with 13 points in 20 minutes. Howard. Terrence Williams feeds Dickinson. Big man with the ball. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Dickinson gets the second. Down to 5. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Hoggard. Double teamed up top. They want him to give it up. Hauser. Now Walker, who's hit timely baskets. Turns a corner and a reach-in foul coming up.
But I'm sure he's not done. You still have 2.5 minutes left in this game, Gus.
Hauser, another three. Just can't get it to fall today, Joey Hauser. Michigan can get even closer here. Hauser 1 for 7 from 3. Dickinson, double. They reverse it. Williams.
You see how easy that double team was? Almost a triple team for Hunter when he was stationary. That time Williams probably could have gotten a better shot. He was wide open, put a little bit too much mustard on that.
Michigan 2 for 18 from the three-point line. And a whistle.
Michigan foul.
Inside, no. Loose ball tipped up and in. Joey Hauser. And Juwan Howard wants a timeout. 7 points, 10 rebounds for Hauser. Kobe Buffkin. He's been very aggressive, attacking the basket today. Buffkin drives and a whistle. He'll go to the line. Second one goes.
The beauty about getting to the free throw line, Gus.
He's got 11.
He has 11. Is that now you can set your defense if you're Michigan.
51-46. Wolverines need stops. Hoggard. Eight. Turnaround jumper in the lane, and it goes down. A.J. Hoggard has been terrific. 15 points. But he's done a little bit of everything. Rebounds, assists, steals, and low turnovers. Under a minute to go. Howard. Buffkin, deep, and a foul. Hoggard fouls him behind the three-point line.
Sissoko is out, a little smaller lineup, forcing Dickinson to have to guard on the perimeter. To keep our eye on that, Gus. Free throw shooting is imperative too on the court right now for Michigan State.
For those tuning in for the 16th ranked Iowa versus 14th ranked Michigan women's game, that game is starting on FS2 and the Fox Sports app. It will be joined, normally a starter, came off the bench. Second one good. 29.8 to go. Shot clock is off. 55-48. Buffkin down the lane. Oh. Kobe Buffkin looking like Kobe on that play. We know who that is.
That's right.
And a timeout call with 23.6 to go. Malik Hall in that corner. And he finds Walker, who's fouled. Second one goes as well. 57-50, 20 seconds of play. The Michigan State Spartans didn't play their best game, but they hustled, they defended. Dickinson with a three. 12.2 on the clock. Hall running the baseline. Walker is fouled from behind by Buffkin.
But you have more space to work with in the middle.
And Walker misses the free throw. 9 seconds to go. Buffkin. Got to find somebody. Dickinson. Air ball. Jet Howard saved it. Picked up. And Michigan State will win this game. 57-53. Our score right now as the officials go over to the desk. 4.5. Second one good. 59-53, and the Spartans win at home, defeating their rivals. That's Coach Izzo and Coach Howard